Okay. So I had to take a piss test. It was a DOT piss test because I was CDL. I was working for a company where they do random piss tests. My piss is never clean, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know that it ever has been. Maybe the first few years of my life. Anyway, so I get this fake pee. Comes in a little bottle. It's got a fucking shaky shake hand warmer thing. And, you nuke the piss for about 10 to 15 seconds. You get it. You want to get it to about 98 degrees, maybe 100. Oh, I had the temperature down. Because that's the toughest part. Getting the temperature down. Not down, but getting it right. And I had mastered that. I had this fucking knee brace that I stretched out over a globe that I had because I had to be able to pull it all the way up to my upper thigh, which is way fatter than where the knee usually is. And I wanted it up there by my upper thigh because it's close to the crotch. There's a lot of heat in the crotch. So anyway, I get it to the temperature I want. Let me back up because I didn't have the knee brace at this particular juncture, and this is exactly why this story is what it is. What did I have? Tube socks, I think, tied together around. Anyway, it was loosely tucked by my upper thigh still, but I didn't have. I learned from this to get the damn full leg knee brace sleeve, basically, that I could tuck the bottle of it's fetish urine is what it is, and that's how they get away with selling it, because people have urine fetishes and they get this urine and supposedly dump it all over themselves. But I'm pretty sure everybody knows it's fucking for cheating in a fucking drug test. Anyway, so I don't have that leg brace. That came later, but. So I got the piss. I think I used tube socks to tie them together. Anyway, it's precariously in there. I get to the fucking donor site, the little med check fucking dealy bopper. And I'm sitting there and it's taking a while. I've done one of these before and I had to wait in the woods because I was doing an IPL job doing trees. And there was a little shed they had set up, a little trailer that you'd go in and take a piss. Well, I had warmed it up in the hotel the night before. I had to share a room with this guy that I didn't even really know. And I woke up early like I take showers every day in the morning. And I go in there and I just fucking turn the damn faucet on hot. And I was heating up my little pee bottle. And I stuck it in my crotch. And then we went to the job site. And it's like, fuck, it's taking forever. So I started bouncing my leg, I started moving around, to get first of all, get my body temperature up, but also to excite those molecules inside that fake pee, get a little friction going on there, man. I can't and also keep it mixed up and shit. So anyway, I applied the same sort of logic to this. Sitting there in the waiting room at this fucking, I say med check, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The drug labs. I'm sitting there. So I start bouncing my knee, trying to excite that friction, trying to keep, because when I put the bottle in, I put it plastic side to the upper thigh, and then the outside will have the heat pack. And I had it down to a science, man. I'm talking about, oh man, almost every time 98 degrees, let's go. Because that's what you're really worried about is the temperature. If it's too hot, you can stand there, swirl it around, and blow it. You can do that, and I have done that. It's not the most pleasant, because that fetish urine is damn near like real urine. I mean, it has to be, because otherwise, it wouldn't pass. So I'm just bouncing my leg. Now, I don't realize that I've loosened up the connection of the I think, like I said, I think I had socks, or I think that's what it was, tube socks. And I'm bouncing my knee to try to excite the molecules and try to promote some friction. And they came and finally, because I only was doing this because it was taking forever, and I didn't want my pee to cool down. So the nurse comes, she goes, Chris Sutton? I'm like, yeah. I stand up. I have jeans on. I stand up. The fucking bottle goes bloop, right down to my pant leg. Not in my sock, my pant leg. I'm like, oh, fuck. Here we go. I mean, I have to walk across this entire fucking waiting room and then into the back little lab area. There's no fucking way this thing's not gonna come out of the bottom of my pant leg, right? There's no fucking way. So I walk, so she goes, Chris, so I stand up and goes, floop. The grace of God is holding it in my pants at this point. And so I walk to her, I'm like, yeah, I'm here. And I start walking like this. I'm talking about, it's gonna come out any fucking second. There's people there too, waiting. She's there, almost sighing like, dude, obviously, you know, you got something in your pant leg. And I'm like, I'm coming. just wait right there, I'm coming. And I'm trying, because I don't want this fucking fake pee bottle to go flying all over the fucking waiting room, and, you know, in front of God and everybody, with the fucking little heat pack rubber banded to the. But I get to the door, miraculously enough, I get to the door. She's like, okay, come on in, knowing. You know what I mean? So I go in, standing there by their little computer thing, and there's a girl training. And there's like a head nurse that's there. And so the girl that's training's like, okay, empty all your pockets, blah, blah, this, that, and the other, you know. So I take all this shit about to fucking nut, because I know what's about to happen. They're going to make me take my shoes off. They're going to make me pull my pants up past my socks. Dude, if I do this at all, the fucking bottle's gonna come out. It's hanging on by a fucking piece of lint, damn near. I don't know why it's still there. So I'm like, okay, I empty my pockets and shit. And she knows too. Like, they both know. We know what's coming. And she's like, you know, this, that, take your jacket off, take your pockets off. And I'm gonna need you to lift your pant legs. Fuck me. Dude, I'm like, okay, you know. So I lift him up a lip to like a fucking, like an eighth of an inch, you know, barely. She's like, I'm gonna need you to lift him up a little bit higher than that. Fuck me. So I lift him up, and the fucking bottle comes out. It just goes bloop on the floor, and she goes, booyah. The girl, the trainee, he goes, booyah, there it is. Like, fucking shit, they fucking knew. I was like, I am so fucking sorry. You know, I don't get embarrassed very easily or very often, but man, I must have turned beet red because I got so hot, you know, my heart just, and I was like, I am so sorry. And she goes, it's okay, just pick it up and throw it away. There's a trash can right behind me. So I was like, I reached down with the fucking, it's got the goddamn fucking heat pack, you know, rubber banded to this little bottle of urine. I put it in the trash can, and she goes, okay. And I was like, I'm so sorry. And she goes, it's okay. So she's typing in, she's filling out my paperwork and everything. And she goes, so what do I put here? Talking to the other, like, experienced nurse. Or collection person. I don't know that they're nurses, but, and she goes, I've never had this happen before. And I think the question was the sample tampered with, or this, that, and the other? And the other lady was so cool. She was like, just put no. I was like, oh, really? And I was like, thank you so much. Because I know what happened. And I'm still dying inside. And she goes, okay. And so she hands me the cup. And I go in and I just pee in it. Fuck it. All I had in it was THC. But I still was like, I'm going to fail this. I hand in my sample, my true sample, and she bottles it up, and I initial it and shit, and I leave, and I'm going, and I'm thinking, well, maybe, you know, maybe I was somehow charming enough, and they liked me. Why would they like me? They don't fucking know me. Maybe she liked me enough to where she'll go into the trash can, get my fake pee out, and switch the samples. And I'm going, Chris, there's no fucking way she's going to do that. They don't, you're not exempt, bro. You got caught with fake piss. She's not going to do that. She did it. I passed.